All right, welcome to another episode of the MMA Fight Game Podcast. You may recognize the young lady next to me. She's actually had a whirlwind 6 months since we last spoke to her right before her LFA fight. We are here with Shannon, MMA Barbie Clark. Last time we spoke, she was gearing up for a co-main event title fight for LFA at LFA 167. She had a viral moment in the cage, which we will talk about today. But in the meantime, in the 6 months that we've since talked to her, she has signed with an Uber management company, First Round Management, Melky Kwa, AJ Ariosa, a rising MMA agent in the space from my hometown in Webster, New York. And then within 90 days of signing with them, she got a call to appear on the Dana White's Contender Series. She is slated to be on the September 3rd card against Eunice Dubin, who is also 5-0, another opponent and another fight where the O must go. And Shannon, I truly appreciate time. It's been a whirlwind 6 months since we talked last. How are you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing great. Like you said, it's been a crazy 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, let's go right into it. When we met and we got your hair done and all that with Carrie. Let's talk about the LFA fight a little bit. The LFA fight, basically, you finished her in round 2 with a very rare bulldog choke. And you said, I think in other interviews, and stop me if I'm wrong, but that's like one of the only submissions you can hit with on the guys in the gym. Is that right?
Um, it's one of the ones that I can get locked in. Yes. I mean, there are a few others, but yes, that was at that time, it was one of the few, yes, that I could get on them.
Yeah. Now, when you fought Lopes there, she was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. Were you surprised you could get her in that submission and where she wouldn't tap out and the ref had to stop the fight? Were you surprised with that result?
Oh yeah. I've never really been to the ground in a fight prior to, so I think the whole worry we were was, what am I going to do on the ground? Will I play dead? Will I fight back? Like we weren't. I've never really been to the ground yet. So I mean, it was really nice to be tested there, or at least like know what kind of. I mean, I played around a little bit on my back. I didn't feel too like in trouble, which I've learned now don't do, but it worked out because like on the first round, I think it was, I don't remember the fight very well, but I just know there was a portion where I was on my back. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the first round. I was punching and kicking and doing stuff still, but it's because I was content because I was still being active. Um, thing I've learned is, hey, probably not smart to do that on your back, and probably not smart to do that against a black belt. Lucked out, it worked out for me still, but yeah, I definitely have learned that lesson because I don't think I'd get that lucky again to play around on my back and not be submitted. But no, and then in the second round when that happened, I definitely was shocked when, I mean, I also at that time though didn't know that it was a very rare thing. I thought it was a very common, like a guillotine. Like I just assumed that that choke was very popular. So I was more shocked after the case that that was such a rare thing. But I mean, I think any submission would have just shocked me because I didn't know if I could do it or not.
Yeah, that's amazing. So could you hear the crowd lost its mind when you hit that and she submitted and they stopped the fight. Were you aware of how the crowd was losing their mind for you?
No, I didn't actually even know, or like I don't hear the crowd very much. I hear the odd thing here and there, but like I'm I very much focus onto my coach's voice. Sometimes I hear my drunk friends in
Yep.
the crowd. They're British, they're very loud. I can hear them, but it's funny. I only hear the voices I'm used to then speak. So I'm used to like Melanie and my dad. I can always hear them. And then I hear my coaches. And besides that, I really don't hear a whole lot. So if people cheer for me, if they boo me, if they do anything, honestly, I don't hear much of it.
Yeah. So, I was talking, we have fights this weekend at the Attica Takedown too. We have a high profile amateur female fight between Amanda Jo Basterk and a fellow countrywoman, Isabella Pazzo. And, I asked her this question. I go, what does it mean to you that you're fighting in a high profile spot and there are little girls in the crowd who are that you're inspiring to maybe take up mixed martial arts or maybe just get into the training of mixed martial arts? Isabel said that really, grabbed her heart and, gives her somebody to look up to that she didn't really have growing up. What does that mean to you? And I can tell you right now, there was a girl in the crowd that was with me. Her name's Ella Delameda. She's in 11th grade. Like, she's going to be a champion in all of Canada in wrestling. You inspired her so much that night when you fought, and Sierra Dinwiddie did as well. What does that mean to you to inspire those young girls?
Um, it's incredible. I've never really thought that, honestly. I don't really think people watch or care about me. So I've never really actually thought that there are people that would look up to me. That's amazing. Like, I don't even, that's so warm feeling. I'm shocked though from that. It kind of just makes me want to, like, I don't know, talk to those people and be like, are you sure? Or, like, do you know me? Like, I don't know. It's really cool. So, like, I don't know if there's actually people out there that look up to me, reach out, because I totally would have a conversation, because I think that's amazing. Like, if you actually care about me, that's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, Ella was so excited, and she was really happy for you when we watched your fight. So now you had a viral moment in that fight as well. Did you realize that she kind of, like, because of the submission and the human body, did you realize what happened with her after?
No, actually, I didn't even know until we left the cage and then we went downstairs and someone was like, the camera crew kind of made a mistake. They showed the upper angle and then they told us what happened. And I was like, holy shit, like, is she okay? I had no idea. I actually it didn't even click in that she was even out even. And like, I remember, like, I had no idea she was out. I just thought I won. And then I remember jumping up and down. I looked at her and she still was like, I mean, I couldn't tell her because there's people in the way of it, but I remember her laying there still and I'd be like, holy shit, is she okay? Like, why is she not getting up? But I had no idea she was even out until I rewatched the film and I was like, oh shit, like, she was actually out. Like, I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a viral moment that got a lot of people knowing your name, and the submission was just slick. Your strength is going to be a major problem, moving forward. I can definitely tell that. So after the LFA fight, I know people were reaching out to you to represent you. Obviously, you landed with AJ Ariosa in first round management. What have they done, and what have they meant to the next step for your career?
Um, well, I don't think I would be in contenders if they didn't push for me. So they got me a spot on contenders, so that was amazing. And since then, it's like we just kind of formed a relationship. I mean, we talk more and more now, and it's really nice to have. I mean, I haven't met AJ yet. We'll meet him before the fight, and I think that'll just really solidify our relationship. Kind of just make a family, right? Like, I'm not looking for an agent who's not going to be a family member. I mean, my coaches are my family. Anyone I train with are family for me. Like, I'm such a family orientated person. So that's kind of what we're leading to and building that relationship with. And it's not even just that he got me a contenders fight. It's getting to know me as a person and getting to know my family or what I do for a living and, like, really care. Like, I mean, when I picked him, he had a phone call with my husband, he had a phone call with my dad, he had a phone call with my coach. Like, it wasn't just a phone call with just me or anything like that. So to me, that you got to be part of the family if you want to be with me. That's at the end of the day, I don't care what company it is. I don't care how big dog you are. You need to fit in with my family, or else it's not a meant to be situation. And so far it's worked out.
And I can personally tell you on a personal note, where AJ was born and raised is the same exact place that I was born and raised. Great town, great community, great people. I truly think when you announced it and you told me that you signed, I was really happy because I knew that AJ first round, Melky, they would steer you where you need to be because you have the it factor for sure. And you know, and then let's lead up to the Dana White's Contender Series. How crazy is that Shannon Clark, a small town Canadian girl, is now in the same sentence as Dana White's Contender Series? Has that hit you yet?
No. When we went there in June for the media stuff, I was really shocked. Like I was blown away by how big of an organization this is. And then each day it's like, or each step of the way so far, it's just like, holy shit, holy crap, like this is what's happening. So no, I don't think so. And I mean, I'm trying really hard, but to like understand it, but I still feel like it's just it's a fight. Like, just want to win. That kind of thing. So no, I don't think it's fully hit me yet, or I don't even know what to expect.
You know, all you have to worry about is, you know, if you follow on your Instagram and things like that, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, perform, get, you know, look for that finish, obviously win the fight and then get that finish that Dana's looking for. And then, you know, if you're like, this could set, like you said, you're really family oriented. This could change your whole family's entire life. You know, not
Right.
to put any due on pressure, but the opportunity that you have to better your family. I mean, that's all really that in itself is motivating, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy. It's not even just my family. I feel like it changes like it's the boys I train with. Like to me, that's such a it's like I want to do it for them. Really. I mean, you want to do it for yourself and your family, but really it's like those boys come and train with me. They put in all the work for me. They don't get to fight. They don't get to, no one knows who they are. No, they don't get to be shown like, hey, they're the reason I'm here. My coach is the reason why I'm like this. Like it's kind of for me doing it for them. And I just hope I get the win. At the end of the day, I want to win, and I want those boys at least to be proud to that they could say that they helped get me here.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously you're fighting another undefeated fighter.
Yeah.
This is your second. I'm looking. Actually, no, this is your. Let's see. So you fought in your last ones. You have fought one, two, three. This will be your fourth fighter in professional that is undefeated.
Yeah.
This is based off of Tapology. So if it's not
Yeah.
accurate, this is what I'm going off of. This is your fourth. Eunice Dubin. She's currently 5-0. What are your expectations for Tuesday, September 3rd?
I expect her to stand. Um, Nothing that, I mean, I don't look into them as much. You look at obviously you want to look at who you're fighting and stuff when you get the name. But she looks and she just seems like she's a stand-up person. So I fully expect her to stand, not clinch, not go to the ground, stand and throw. Be prepared for every angle just in case. I mean, you don't just work the one, but I have a feeling that she's going to be standing.
Yeah. And what's your prediction for the fight if you have one?
Oh, I don't
What
have
do you
one, but
want to
I hope
start?
it's a win.
Think positive, power positive. Now you got to think, two things. I'm going to put you on the spot. What are you going to say to a pioneer in women's broadcasting and announcing in Laura Sanko? She'll be interviewing you. And then what are you going to say? Have you thought about what you're going to say to Dana White?
Hi. No, and the worst part is, and I hope no one ever sees this, but like, get him and was it Joe Rogan? I get them so confused. So I don't even want to talk to them because I won't know who's who. They look the
So,
same to me.
so Dana, like Dana did an interview and a broadcaster actually called Dana Joe by accident, which was like really embarrassing. I think
Yeah,
Joe is a little shorter and stockier. And since Dana White got with the 10X and the weight loss system that he's doing in the water fasting, he's actually really leaned out and added years onto his life. So he looks really good for his age.
yeah,
Joe Rogan won't be there, so you won't have to get that confused.
that's good.
But what I will tell you is make sure you say hi to the matchmaker, say hi to Hunter, say hi to Dana. After you win, first and foremost, get the win, get a dominant win, and then
I'll just go give hugs and say hi to everyone I can. Say hi. That'll be what I do because that's what I
absolutely.
am as a person.
Now, is this your first time being in Vegas as well?
It'll be my first fight, but I've been to Vegas several times for vacations with my family.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. And we talked offline about some spots to go to as well. So that's good as well. What else is going on? How's the family business?
It's good. It's very busy. Like extremely busy, but it'll be there hopefully afterwards too. So no, it's good. Yeah, can't complain.
One of your clients that you had mentioned to me is back home in the promised land. How about that?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, how about that? That's very cool. Well, Shannon, I truly appreciate the time. Another good thing that you have to remember is that I didn't screw up the time this time. You're 2 hours behind me here as well. I truly appreciate time. I'm super excited. You deserve this opportunity to perform and
Thank
get that
you.
UFC contract. Also to change your family's life. You earned it. You deserve it. I truly appreciate the time. Just sit tight, okay?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, Shannon. This thing's not letting me stop. I gotta stop it. It's like being stupid right now, and I don't know why. And I gotta have to edit this whole video.